Can PulseChain still do a 100x? That's the question that we're going to be answering in this video. Now, if we look at the price right now, the price of Pulse and PulseX is trading below the sacrifice price. And that's not all that has been happening in the PulseChain ecosystem. Another thing that we're starting to see is some of the volumes are trending to the downside, right? There's not as many people transacting or trading on PulseChain network as initially when PulseChain was launched. And this could be for several reasons, but we're just going to take a look at the numbers, right? Okay, we see numbers of daily transactions. They're still strong. We've got about 65,000. Number of daily users, right? These are possibly active wallets, which is about 10,000, almost 11,000. But we had a high here of about, these are really strong highs. We've got 43,000 here, daily unique users. We've got another top here with about 39,000 daily unique users. And so these numbers have been kind of trending downwards. Now you expect a trend to the downside because obviously we had all this built up momentum, this built pressure from waiting 2 years for PulseChain. So everyone was excited. Everyone wanted to trade. Another thing that we also see that these tops for daily transaction volume and daily unique users also kind of coincide with the top price of Pulse soon after the launch. So the days when we had these huge spikes, we also had incredible price. Well, I wouldn't say incredible, right? Because the price was like only up 2.5x so it was from 0.00001 to 24 cents at the end of 3 zeros. So these are some of the numbers. However, we must remember that the fundamentals are still extraordinarily strong for PulseChain ecosystem. They're still really, really strong. And there are a few things that you need to think about if you're thinking about how cryptocurrencies really pump, right? There's a few things that are very, very important, some crucial things. Now, first of all, PulseChain is a fork of Ethereum, which is really good. It means that we are EVM compatible. And that means that we can benefit from all the innovation on Ethereum. And I want you to look at something here, right, from on DeFi Llama. We want to see these are the biggest blockchains out there. So the first one is Ethereum. Second one is Tron. Third one is Binance Smart Chain, right? So with Ethereum, we've got a fork of Ethereum, which is EVM compatible, Tron. Another fork of Ethereum, which is EVM compatible, Binance Smart Chain. Arbitrum is EVM compatible. It's a scaling solution for Ethereum. Polygon, EVM compatible scaling solution for Ethereum. Optimism, scaling solution for Ethereum. Again, EVM compatible. So we see that Ethereum is a dominant force. Now we do find some chains that want to build their own virtual machines. They don't want to use the Ethereum virtual machines, but they're not as dominant, right? Solana, they've got their own thing. I don't know much about this mix in blockchain, but Solana have got their own thing. They're not as dominant. Then we also have Cardano as well. It's not even on the top with in terms of total value logged here on DeFi Llama. You have to search for it manually because it's not one of the top blockchains that are used as much. So I think that in terms of those fundamentals, those are really, really good. And there's one thing to think about, right? I think the formula of success is very, very simple in the crypto space. Because what is Tron? Tron is a chain that just copies anything good on Ethereum. If Ethereum creates a new feature today, best believe in a week time it'll be on Tron. It will also be on Binance Smart Chain. So all they do is just copy Ethereum, and they are dominant forces because of that. Now you can call it copying, or you can just say they're maybe a fast follower. They just follow what's hot at the time, but it has been extremely, extremely successful strategy. Now we have an advantage again as being EVM compatible. It means we can just easily take the solution that is being built already by these two, which is just copy Ethereum and do it fast. You've got to do it fast. That's why these chains have been dominant for so long. Now, in terms of Tron, I think they could have, if they had good price performance, Binance Smart Chain would never have flipped Tron in terms of, well, right now Tron is not ahead, but I think there's definitely more users on BSC than Tron at this moment. So, with Pulse, can we still 100x with Pulse, right? Another thing we got to think about is recently we've had some infighting within the community where people are arguing between what is the better strategy. Should we be marketing or building dApps? Because there seem to be some animosity to people who are building on PulseChain. And I think that's the wrong strategy. Because here's the thing. Marketing is important, but building applications is equally as important. Because we have these, West Coast Crypto was talking about these really good ideas in terms of marketing, like paying some of the big media companies to maybe advertise for the highest of stakes, like maybe having a Super Bowl ad, all that stuff. So I think that anything that raises awareness, that brings more eyeballs to PulseChain is great. but you don't want people coming to a ghost chain. Because if you are marketing, if you're onboarding, you need people to have a chain where they can actually, where there's actually use cases where they can actually do stuff. So in terms of the fight where people are saying that either marketing or building applications, decentralized dApps, it's pretty simple. We need both. We need aggressive marketing. We also need to build dApps so that when people come, when they're onboarded, they get a good user experience. There is a reason why people go on Ethereum. There is a reason why people go on Arbitrum. It's because they want to use some of those applications. Now, the reason why Uniswap has a dominant is a dominant force is because they've got Uniswap. Uniswap is one of the biggest players in terms of total value locked. Now, Arbitrum, the reason Arbitrum is anywhere near the top blockchains is because they've got GMX. GMX is a perpetual trading decentralized platform that allows people to trade to go do the good old leverage trading. So people need those applications. So people go to platforms because of those applications. So if you have all marketing and no dApps, you will not have users. If you have all dApps and no marketing, it's not good either. So this argument of what's better, marketing or building decentralized tools, I think it's not an either or, right? The solution is we need both. We need to be building decentralized applications, and we also need to be marketing as well. And that's how PulseChain becomes a dominant force. I think that in terms of fundamentals, if you look even at the tokenomics, we're starting off where there is a portion of transaction fees that is burnt. So we already have that EIP, Ethereum improvement proposal that everyone is excited about in the Ethereum space that allows Ethereum to be deflationary. We have that. So we've got the good tokenomics. We've got good tokenomics, good blockchain that is EVM compatible, and what is needed now is innovation in terms of decentralized apps that are built, and more marketing in order to onboard new people to the space. Now, having said that, the thing with this infighting, which in my view is just it doesn't make any sense, since those both are just both different they're strategies that we both need both strategies, and so there's no reason for them to be for there to be any fighting amongst them. And again, the worst thing that could ever happen for PulseChain, the worst thing is for PulseChain to become a platform for Richard Art ecosystem coins only. That's the worst thing that could happen for PulseChain, because people like new stuff. People like new stuff. People want to be able to play with different ecosystem, with different tokens, to be able to do different stuff. Now, if we take a look here on DexScreener, we see that 24-hour volume is 19.4 million, right? We see the dominant one, yeah. This is a Richard Art pair. This one, that's Burn. I don't think this is a Richard Art coin. So Burn and Rep Pulse, and this one with the DAI. So this one USDC, the pay with Richard Art coin and the USDC. Then we've got a pay with none of the Richard Art pairs here. We've got Richard Art pay. We've got but what you start to see is that you see there's a lot of economic activity that is happening on PulseChain that has nothing to do with the Richard Art ecosystem tokens. And if PulseChain is to be successful, that trend has to increase. That trend has to increase. PulseChain cannot become a platform for Pulse, PulseX, Hex, and it cannot. So for that reason, because the argument for those who are arguing for marketing is that everyone should just buy Hex and that's it. Well, you end up having 24-hour trading volume drop significantly, and you have no innovation as well. Now, there's one sweet thing I want to share about innovation. In terms of innovation, you have to understand that you're not going to like everything that's built, and you're not going to agree with everything that's built. And some of those things you don't agree with are going to be extraordinarily successful. Many of us in the space don't like trading, but GMX has been the biggest application to, after Uniswap, to really have really massive users, right? Many of us don't like NFTs, but NFTs have been an extremely strong use case. And NFTs are more easily adopted and embraced by non-crypto people. Twitter was talking about integrating NFTs. Instagram was talking about integrating NFTs. NFTs, people can relate to them in the gaming ecosystem and all that. So all in all, can PulseChain still do a 100x? I believe it is possible. I believe we've got all the things that are required to pump. However, I do believe that we need a more united approach and need to understand that you're not going to agree with every strategy that everyone comes up with. And since you're not going to agree with it, you just got to understand that and accept it, that people will try and grow the ecosystems in a way that you might not like. And that's okay. So that's how innovation works. We don't like anything that everything that is created. We don't use old technology, right? Not all technology is for you, not all technology is for me. Some is not, some is. Anyway, guys, that's that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. And if you want to earn some crypto, shibshift.com, link in the description. Right now you can see that there's good amount of crypto that you can earn. And I will create a demo account and show you where I stake maybe just $100 worth of crypto, and then see what kind of returns we can be getting a day in terms of how much crypto we can earn a day. I think that will be exciting. You can do the experiment yourself. You can come and farm here on shibshift.com, and great stuff. And this platform will be expanding and growing over time, and it'll be exciting to watch. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, this is not financial advice. Cryptos are risky, and don't, if you want to invest, that's that. But obviously you've got to know there are consequences. The consequences could be a 10,000x. The consequences could be a get wrecked. Those are the two consequences: 1,000x, 10,000x, or get wrecked. So all in all, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again next time.